Hello and welcome to Bridgnorth station on the Severn Valley Railway. Before we go into detail today what we're doing, I'll give you a bit of history of this line, because this is a heritage railway in Shropshire and Worcestershire. The line is 16 miles long and the line opened in 1862, which linked Hartlebury with Shrewsbury, which was a distance of 40 miles. However, the line closed to passengers on the 9th of September 1963. Now, Bewdley to Kidderminster and Hartlebury remained open for passenger traffic till January 1970. Also in 1970, a few months after the line between Bewdley, Kidderminster and Hartlebury closed, the Severn Valley Railway began operations with services from Bridgnorth to Hampton Loade. Then in 1974, extended to Bewdley, and then in 1984 it was extended to Kidderminster Town. Now today we are travelling up and down the Severn Valley Railway, calling at these following stations: Kidderminster Town, Bewdley, Arley, Highley, Hampton Loade, Bridgnorth, because it's the Severn Valley Railway's Autumn Steam Gala. So today we are riding up and down the line, and then tomorrow we'll be filming Kidderminster, which I'll explain later on. So in order to get here we have to take a train which starts from my local station, which is at Rugeley Town Station. We're waiting for the 0648 to Birmingham New Street, which goes on to Birmingham International. But also, this will be the last time I'm filming on my phone. Well, I'll probably do little bits on my phone, because right behind me right here is my camcorder. It is back from John Lewis. I got it last week, I picked it up last Friday. So it's now ready to be used again, so I can blog on my camcorder, which is good because this phone was annoying, to be honest, blogging on my phone. So just waiting for our train now to Birmingham New Street, so we can walk to Snow Hill and get our train to Kidderminster from Snow Hill.
It's not allowed anywhere at this station or on trains. This includes e-cigarettes.
We arrived at Birmingham New Street and walked it to this station here, Birmingham Snow Hill. Once you get trains here from London Paddington all the way to Birkenhead by Wolverhampton, Snow Shrewsbury, Chester and so on. Today you get trains to London Marylebone from here. So we're waiting for the 0753 to Worcester, I think it's Shrub Hill or Foregate Street, it's one of the Worcester stations. I was planning to catch the 802 off here, which went straight to Kidderminster, but the 753 is running about 5 minutes late, so I'm going to catch that one instead to get to Kidderminster about 5 minutes earlier than planned. Made it to Kidderminster. I've just been to AJ's Diner for some breakfast, and my train's not till 9:25, so I've got about a good half an hour before my train leaves Kidderminster Town to get to Bewdley, which will be my first stop. But I mentioned that when I'm on the platform a bit. So I'm just going to go into Kidderminster Town now, have some breakfast, and board the 0925 to Bridgnorth. I'm now at Kidderminster Town Station, where we started our journey. The 925 is in the platform already, hauled by a BR standard 76017. Now, Kidderminster Town Station was opened in 1984. The Heritage Station was built on the former goods yard at Kidderminster. The National Rail Station at Kidderminster has been around a lot longer, which has been opened in 1852 by the Oxford, Worcester and Wolverhampton Railway. So we're going to jump on this train now and head to Bewdley.
Highley, Hampton Loade and Bridgnorth. Platform 3.
I'm now at Bewdley Station. Now Bewdley Station opened in 1862 and was opened by West Midlands Railway, not to be confused with today's train operating company West Midlands Railway on behalf of West Midlands Trains. But the line started at Hartlebury and went over to Shrewsbury. Now in 1864 the Tenbury and Bewdley Railway opened, linking Bewdley with today's Welsh Marches line between Ludlow and Leominster. This is at Wufferton. This line closed in 1962 and was also known as the Wyre Forest Line. In 1878, the Great Western Railway opened a loop between Kidderminster and Bewdley, which is part of today's Severn Valley Railway. Now, Bewdley Station closed in January 1970 by British Rail. Along with Bewdley Station being closed, they also closed the lines to Kidderminster and to Hartlebury. But 4 years later, in 1974, the Severn Valley Railway extended from Hampton Loade to Bewdley. Bewdley has also been used in film and TV, including Howard's End in 1992, Woes of the Departed in 2007, and was with a Musborough Junction in 1984 BBC television drama Box of Delight. Now, I'm going over to the other platform shortly because the 1020 will be arriving, which will be 4144, which will take us to Arley. It actually arrives at 10:11, so it sits here for about 9 minutes. So, going to make way over now to catch the train to the next destination, Arley. I've now come to a shady spot at Arley. We're here for just under half an hour because we're catching the 11:08 to Hampton Loade next. Now, Arley Station opened on the 1st of February 1862 by the West Midlands Railway. Arley closed on the 9th of September 1963. The station reopened on the 18th of May 1974 by the Severn Valley Railway. During the Santa Steam specials, Arley actually becomes the terminus station for Santa's Grottos, which passengers can only travel between Kidderminster, Bewdley to Arley. The station has been in a number of film and TV programmes such as Box of Delights, Disney's Candle Shoe, and it's also featured in the Chucklevision episode Oh Brother, To Me, To You. And this station also was used in the BBC sitcom Oh Dr. Peachy when the station was renamed to
Keep the door shut till it stops. He hasn't cleared the bridge yet. He's going to keep moving for a while. Keep the door shut. No, he's not. No, he's not. I don't know why they didn't just go straight through and just keep going. Don't you have one of your lot whistle and stop? Yeah, he's down there though. There you go. Quite a heavy load. What was it, 8? There you go. Yeah. This box tomorrow.
I'm now at Hampton Loade Station. Now the station was built on the 1st of February 1862, where in the timetable it appeared as Hampton and only had one platform. The second platform of the passenger loop was added in 1883. There was plans to close this station before the Beecher Report was published, but ended up closing in 1963. The station reopened in 1970 as the southern terminus of the Severn Valley Railway with services running between Bridgnorth to this station, until the line was extended to Bewdley. The station has been used in the film and TV programme including The Englishman Who Went Up the Hill but Came Down the Mountain, Mad Dogs and 1970 Serial. Now I'm going to jump on this train now to Highley. Now on the approach to our next station, Highley. We're going to be getting off here, film this train leaving, we're going to have a quick look around the engine house, and then we're going to get the Q class from Highley all the way up to Bridgnorth. When I get off at Highley, I'll do a bit of the history of this railway station.
Get it. Somebody when you're looking there into the southern property, see what's in there. You can't. One way you see
Passengers arriving, please wait till the train completely comes to a standstill before opening doors. When the line...
Just realised I made a howler with my plan, because I thought this gets here for 12:45, but it actually gets here for 12:21 to leave at 12:26. Now, I'm going to have to do Highley Station like this, but Highley Station was opened on the 1st of February 1862. The station closed to passengers on the 9th of September 1963, but was kept open for freight, but freight traffic ceased later on when Avery Colliery closed. The station reopened in 1974 as the southern terminus, but only lasted a month and a half when the line was extended towards Arley and on to Bewdley. A little south of the station is the site of the engine house, which opened in 2008 and had a collection of locomotives which are not operational or out of service. The engine house is also built on the former run-round loops which took trains from Highley Colliery to the branch line at Highley Station. So before we leave, we'll have a quick video montage of the engine house at Highley, and then we'll film the departure out to Highley Station.
See you later. Have a good day. Alright. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
We now made it to Bridgnorth, which is the end of the line of the 16 miles from Kidderminster Town. Now, when this station opened on the 1st of February 1862, it wasn't a terminus because the line actually carried on to Shrewsbury. 101 years later, the line actually closed to passengers on the 9th of September 1963. The station reopened on the 23rd of May 1970 by the Severn Valley Railway, which started running services between here and Bridgnorth and Hampton Loade. The station building, which you can just see behind me, is the only listed station building on the Severn Valley Railway. The building is a neo-Jacobean design. Bridgnorth is also home to the railway sheds and workshops, which features the boiler shop, the wheel lathe, ex-London Transport lifting jacks, and other equipment in general fitting areas. Now we're going to be here till about 1:30, and then we're going to carry on down the line to Bewdley. So I take one tall valley which is on the front of our train is struggling to get out of Bridgnorth. That's why we're slowly leaving.
It's a couple of days next week, I think. Can't knock into that.
now at Bewdley Station. As you can see behind me is Great Western Railway 2800 class 2857, which is used as the standby locomotive in case the locomotive fails. As you can hear in the background, Raveningham Hall is just about to leave platform 1 to enter platform 2, because we're going to take a ride on this modified hall to Kidderminster. You're wondering why I got these ridiculous goggles on? Well, that's because I'm going to be right behind the locomotive. I'm going to be filming this locomotive on this camcorder. This is the Kidderminster HFR 706. Now, this camcorder, I'm going to switch it on. Switch it on. Doesn't show you a screen. Basically, this is what's happened to my 806, which I'm currently filming on at the moment. Now, I use this camera to have out the window on heritage railways to film the journey from one station to the other. So, that's what we'll be doing.
Arley, Highley, Hampton Loade and Bridgnorth. Any passengers who intend to leave the train at Hampton Loade are advised to travel in the front 3 coaches. Passengers for Arley will be pleased to use the rear 4 coaches. And if you plan to leave the train at Highley, possibly to visit the engine house, please use the middle section of the train. This first class supplement will not apply today, so please indulge yourself in a little bit of extra luxury at no additional cost. And finally, I'd like to draw your attention to the fact that the station clock is running a little bit slow, so please do not rely on this when planning your journey. So this is the 4 o'clock on platform 2, calling at all stations on its way to Bridgnorth. Thank you.
We're on this lovely Great Northern teak. Now, we're going behind the Q class, or is it the Q1 or?
The crew,
The Q.
or the 741.
Yeah. So I've got Kevin with me here. Say hi, Kevin.
Hello.
And I'm just going to go to Bewdley on this, so I can get City of Wells to come back from Bewdley to Kidderminster. Actually noticed I've got a bit of smudge there, have I? So when I get back to Kidderminster, we get back about 5 o'clock. We'll probably get Ratbag, Raveningham Hall leaving. It's nicknamed Ratbag, the modified hall. That leaves at 5 o'clock, and then I'm going over to the bridge just outside the station to get City Wells leaving at 6 o'clock, 10 past 6. So hopefully it should be good in the sunset. It's a clip I wanted to get when I started thinking about what to do and all that, with Bagana plans. And after that, we're going back on the main line to Droitwich, which I'll explain later when I'm at Kidderminster Station.
Pistons on the inside.
I did 4 past 4.
Train now standing at platform 3, the 1650 Archer, Arley early, platform number 3. The next train to arrive at platform 2, the 1650 Kidderminster Town. Please stand well back from the edge of the platform as the train enters the station. Platform 2 for Kidderminster.
Journey is soon coming to an end. We're nearly going to be at Kidderminster Town Station in a few minutes, but we are travelling behind 34092 City of Wells, nicknamed Volcano. But we've been filming this leaving out of Kidderminster Town Station, like I say, on the footbridge. Just not far off Kidderminster Town Station now. You won't see many on the platform, but we are right into Kidderminster Town Station. We're going to film Raveningham leaving, and then we're going to make our way to the bridge, which some people have already got the spots that I'm thinking of doing myself. I'm now headed to the bridge because I'm going to be filming 34092 City of Wells on that bridge. The sun is actually starting to come down, so it should be a perfect shot to get it leaving. Right in front of me is Kidderminster Harriers Football Club. They're actually playing at home tomorrow because I had a mate where I work in Stafford, and he says that he's going to Kidderminster tomorrow because Stafford Rangers are playing away to Kidderminster Harriers, who are playing at home. So in tomorrow's video, if you do hear any football yays and all that, that's why, because Kidderminster Harriers are playing at home tomorrow. Anyway, we're not that far from the bridge, so just turn left here, and this path right here will take us to the bridge. I'm now at the National Rail Station at Kidderminster. This was built in the 1800s. The other one, Kidderminster Town, was built in 1984. Now, we are going towards Worcester because I'm going to be changing at Droitwich Spa. Now, you wonder why I'm doing that, because these are prices from Rugeley Town Station without a rail card. If you want to travel to Kidderminster from Rugeley Town, it's going to cost you £17 without a rail card. But if you want to travel to Worcester from Kidderminster, it costs £14 without a rail card. With the rail card, it actually costs under a tenner. So it's actually cheaper to get my ticket to Worcester than it is to Kidderminster, even though Worcester is further than Kidderminster. Now, as you can see behind me, they're getting rid of that 1970s building that's been here for a while and replacing it with a brand new building that they're currently under construction. So, I'm getting the train at 6:30 off here to Droitwich Spa. Then I've got a 10-minute connection at Droitwich Spa to get my train to Birmingham New Street. Behind me is Droitwich Spa Station and also 176.30, which is going to Hereford. Now, I did read somewhere last night or this morning, can't remember which day it was, that there was actually plans to close the line from Stourbridge Junction to here at Droitwich Spa, which the Severn Valley Railway at the time in the 80s had concerns of whether to extend to Kidderminster or not because of this closure threat between the two stations. But they said some trains diverted down towards Stourbridge Junction and on to Kidderminster, and that's basically saved the line from between Stourbridge and Droitwich closure. We also passed Hartlebury on the way down here, which was the starting point of the Severn Valley Railway's line to Shrewsbury via Stourport, Bewdley, Bridgnorth, Bewdley, and on to Shrewsbury. But we're here to change trains. We came off the line by Kidderminster and now we're going back on the line towards Bromsgrove, Longbridge onto the Cross City line and also on to University to Birmingham New Street that way. We're now on the 1954 to Rugeley Trent Valley. For some strange reason they put it on platform 2 even though it was announced on platform 3. I've been to, if I can zoom it in, Tasty Place for something to eat, and I'm going to be taking this train back to Rugeley Town. Don't know which unit is it though, because it got here as soon as I came down the steps, so I don't know which 350/1 this is. I'm now back at Rugeley Town Station now. This unit actually sits here for 11 minutes, believe it or not. It gets here at 20:42 and leaves at 20:53. But it was a bit late leaving Birmingham, so I guess that's why they got it sent to Rugeley. So I'm actually going to film this on the other platform and do my summary up of today's events on the other platform. We'll find out which unit it is. But no, there are a few in the timetable on the chase line. That's actually interesting. Because you know you got that 10-minute one at Walsall that sits there for 10 minutes at Walsall. Well, this one sits here for 10 minutes at Rugeley Town Station for some strange reason. I don't know why, but that's what they got in the timetable. I'm now back at Rugeley Town Station. Now, there has been a few trains at the Severn Valley Railway Autumn Steam Gala, day 2 by the way, because day 1 actually started on Thursday. I usually go for the Autumn Steam Gala's day 2 and tomorrow day 3. And then day 4 on a Sunday I just don't bother with. But yeah, so this was day 2 of the Severn Valley Railway's Autumn Steam Gala. Now there was a few trains that were running late out of stations, but it didn't really affect the gala that much. The gala actually went smoothly okay, it ran okay. So there was no bad stuff happening. I bet there'd be bad stuff tomorrow though in day 3, but we have to wait till the next blog to find that out. So we visited all the stations apart from the halts. So we started off at Kidderminster Town, Bewdley, Arley, Highley, Hampton Loade and Bridgnorth. We did get the 3 halts on film though. We did do the bit of history of them stations. It has been a good gala to be honest. The sun was out, it was an enjoyable gala, everything was good. So I'm going to actually finish this up now because there is nothing actually bad to say. The locos were nice that they ran. There was nothing really bad to say about it, nothing negative to say. So I'm going to put my social media up now. Siren Train's YouTube FB page, because if you type in Facebook on a page on a Facebook page, when you create your own page it doesn't like it, so you can't put Facebook, so that's why I have to put FB. Twitter and Instagram at Siren Trains. Thank you very much for watching, and we shall be with you the next one for day 2 of our trip to Kidderminster for the Severn Valley Railway's Autumn Steam Gala.